Picture yourself 30,000 years ago. The sun drops below the hills, and there are no lights, no screens, no lamps, no cities glowing on the horizon. Just 12 hours of deep, total darkness. So, what did ancient humans actually do all night? The answer starts with fire. Taming fire was one of the most important things our ancestors ever did, and it completely changed the night. A fire pushed back the darkness, scared off predators, and kept people warm. But it did something far bigger too. It gave humans extra hours of awake time that no other animal had. And here is the fascinating part. Anthropologists who studied modern hunter gatherers noticed that daytime talk and nighttime talk are completely different. During the day, people talk about practical things: food, tools, arguments, who did what. But once the sun went down and everyone gathered around the fire, the conversation changed. More than 80% of it became stories, myths, legends, songs, and tales of faraway people and spirits. Think about what that means. Firelight may be where storytelling was born. Around those flames, humans learned to imagine worlds that did not exist, to pass on knowledge, and to share a common culture. The night, quite literally, may have made us human, but eventually people slept. And here is where it gets strange. For most of human history, people did not sleep in one long block like we do today. They slept in two. Historians found countless old references to a first sleep and a second sleep. People would fall asleep a couple of hours after dark, sleep deeply, then naturally wake up around midnight. And this waking was not a problem. It was completely normal. For an hour or two in the middle of the night, they would tend the fire, talk quietly, pray, reflect on their dreams, or make love. Then they would drift into their second sleep until dawn. This is called segmented sleep, and it may be our natural rhythm, that 3 a.m. moment when you wake up and cannot fall back asleep. For your ancestors, that was not insomnia. It was simply the quiet gap between two sleeps. Of course, the night was also dangerous. In the dark, humans were no longer the top predator. Leopards, lions, and hyenas hunted best at night, and a sleeping group was an easy target. So, ancient humans almost never slept alone. They slept in groups, close together, sharing warmth and safety. And they may have had a clever defense system built right into the group. Researchers studying the Hadza people found that in a mixed age group, someone is almost always awake. Older people tend to fall asleep early and wake early. Younger people stay up late. So, across a whole night, there is rarely a single moment when everyone is unconscious at the same time. The group guards itself without anyone even trying. Then there was the sky. We almost never think about this, but ancient humans had the greatest view in history. With no light pollution and no haze, the night sky was breathtaking. Thousands of stars, the glowing band of the Milky Way, planets moving slowly across the seasons. Staring up at that sky, humans began to notice patterns. They connected the stars into shapes and gave them stories. They tracked the moon to count the months and predict the seasons. They used the stars to navigate across land and sea. Some of the oldest human knowledge we have is written not in books, but in the constellations. The night sky was our first calendar, our first map, and our first great mystery. And in the dark, people grew closer. Firelight and shadow created a kind of intimacy that daylight never could. People sat shoulder to shoulder, sang, told stories, and bonded. The night was when families and tribes wove themselves together. Even dreams played a role. To ancient people, dreams were not random noise. They were seen as messages, visions, journeys into another world. Waking in the middle of the night, still half inside a dream, they believed they were touching something spiritual. Many early religions may have grown out of exactly these dark, dreaming hours. So the night was never empty. It was not just downtime between busy days. It was when humans told their first stories, imagined their first gods, read the stars, and pulled closer to each other around the fire. The next time you find yourself awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, remember this: you are not broken. You are simply feeling the pull of something ancient, a rhythm written into us across thousands of nights beneath the stars.